Mr. Beast, aka Jimmy Donaldson the philanthropist, who literally helped 1,000 people to get back their sight and raised $20 million to plant 20 million trees, has literally had a near-death experience. Make sure to hit the like button before we start. One day Mr. Beast had just finished shooting at around midnight and went to sleep. It was Mr. Beast and two of his friends. None of them were drinking or anything like that. They did get a good sleep and got up in the morning, and when they began to drive home, 2 hours into the drive, they're all listening to the JRM podcast, and Andrew, who was driving and felt a bit tired. Andrew said he wanted to stop at a gas station. So Mr. Beast turned off the podcast and looked over to Andrew, and he literally had just passed out while driving, and the car was doing 70 miles on the highway. It turns out that Andrew had a heart condition and was unaware of it. According to Mr. Beast, he was clinically dead for that brief moment when he passed out at the steering wheel. But later on, the driver's arms just fell off the steering wheel, but his foot was still on the gas. Mr. Beast initially thought that he just fell asleep or was trying to pull up a prank, but as it turned out, Andrew was out cold. Mr. Beast rushed and grabbed the steering wheel to take control, but the car just kept speeding up. They were literally going at a speed of 85 miles per hour, and Mr. Beast knew he had to slow down. The only problem was that he would have to drive blind in order to get Andrew's leg off the accelerator to slow the car down. The car begins to slow down as Mr. Beast manages to hit the brakes when suddenly Andrew comes back to life and hits the gas full throttle. But his hands were not on the brakes anymore, and he knew if we went back onto the highway they could get hit by a car. So he just jerked the steering wheel to the right, and they did hit a concrete wall and stopped. Mr. Beast got bruises all over his head and his stomach, but he was just kept pressing the brakes and karate chopping it to ensure that Andrew doesn't hit the gas again. Tyler, who was behind, suddenly got out of the car, pulled Andrew out, and he put the car in the park, and they called an ambulance. According to Mr. Beast, Andrew had no idea about his heart condition. His heart stopped in the hospital while undergoing tests to find the root cause. Not many know of this, as it was kept away from the public eye until now. Things seem to have turned out for the better in the end. Andrew got a pacemaker installed to help him cope with the heart issue, while Mr. Beast and Tyler made it out of the car crash relatively unscathed. Make sure to subscribe for Mr. Beast.